What is going on, guys? SelvsLeaderCarson here. SelvsLeaderCarson here. I'm back once again playing more of The Wolf Among Us, episode 5 now. So, let's get the show back on the road. As we last left off, the crooked man here is being as crooked as he always is. He's a very bad man. And I know I have to admit, he's an evil mastermind. He says, oh, I'm not a murderer, I'm a businessman. Well, you were the one giving the orders out. You were the one giving the hints. You're the one giving the loans, and now you're giving all these threats to all these people. You're a bad guy. I was foolish to believe that at first, but whatever. And now we can see he's in a very desperate act. He's trying to defend himself, and he's trying to act defensive, like, oh, I'm not the murderer. Let me have a defense to defend myself. I should kill him, but you know what? I'll give him his fair trial. I will. And then we'll see how many people will want him dead.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
No,
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
Alright, we'll bring her in.
Let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
No, taking it.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I
Cuff
understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
I'll spare him.
Your punishment will follow.
Yeah, I want to at least give him one whack in the head, like, whack! Hey, you can't do that to me. Oh, but I can because I'm a badass. My last cigarette.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
I got him! I got him! Now praise
that?
me!
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
It's been hours. We were worried
He didn't
you'd
make
run
it
into
as
some
easy,
trouble.
really. He didn't.
At the crooked man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised.
Yes.
Not that you did well, but that, you know...
You know, because you thought I'm the big bad wolf.
I'm just
the bad
glad
guy.
you made it back in one piece.
Oh, thank you, Snow. I know. I love you too, baby.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Yes.
Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The crooked man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
You gave the order.
I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't
Well,
you?
he's already
Yes,
dead.
Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything.
Ha!
We'll
Gotcha!
deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss
Let
White.
her finish.
Unless
You
plan to
interrupted
abandon
her
the charge
first, so
entirely.
you...
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You interrupted her first.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order. inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie.
Precisely.
Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical
Kidnapping Crane.
artifacts.
Yeah, where
And
is that?
kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on.
involved.
Let
it's
him speak.
obvious.
And there's all the other crap
Let him
he's
speak.
done.
Let him
Everyone
speak. He had
just
his.
shut up for a minute.
He had his moment.
You
We
wanted
gave.
a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something
She
of
is
this
setting
town,
herself
we have
to
to
be a
start doing things
leader.
correctly. No more snap
Right
judgments, no more secrets. We're going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Well, where's he gonna run?
You have the floor.
Speak now, or forever hold.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
Georgie's
once.
always been a bit of a powder
That's
keg.
not what Georgie
It was only a
said.
matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
No.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Yeah,
Any of you
would.
actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
I was attacked. Don't you hide
Yeah,
that.
your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I think you're done. Yeah.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're
Yes.
afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Precisely.
That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
Well, you're
When your
an
government
economical
abandoned
tyrant.
you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Don't turn this up. We didn't abandon
We
anyone.
didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Faples get
Illegally, though.
Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job.
Ha!
She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't try to manipulate
true?
us.
Snow?
No, Snow
No.
made him.
Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, I've proven that a bunch
Yeah,
of times.
right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you.
Yes.
From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took
And if things
Faith
didn't
and
fall
Lily
exactly
from you.
his way,
From us.
someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
Yes!
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Yeah! Ha! Everybody vote yes on him. Yeah!
Very good. Very
Yes, thank
good.
you. Thank
the
you.
sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a
Narissa!
statement
We need
would
Narissa.
indicate Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
You can't talk your
Snow?
way out of this.
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
Yes.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
As you're responsible? Where are you going with
Where are
this?
you going with this?
Let's hear him.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be
Snow
serious.
wasn't
That was
involved.
different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
Snow wasn't
Snow
there.
had nothing
I
to
was
do
there.
with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat
He's
me
trying
for their
to throw
own
the guilt
tangled
away.
ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard,
I'm going to
please.
ask everybody to
What's
calm
that
down
supposed to
because...
I mean, a certain level of
Damn
privilege
it.
should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
We
Damn
lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Oh.
Who
Now you-
will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't
Yes.
you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
Let her have a chance to talk.
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
She has
She
something,
has
to,
something
say.
to say, and we're
Yes.
gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us
Yes.
hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Yeah, I love her.
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We
She
need to
wanted you
establish
all
some
freed.
order here.
Yes.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Narissa!
you.
My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker.
Yes.
Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever
This
gave a
confirms
damn
it,
about me.
yes. Ha!
This just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
I knew I had to
You're
play this
going
smart.
to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
And
She
you're...
saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yes! Ha!
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship.
He
the
tries to
next.
be the suave
So
talker
quick
and
to
then
latch
and
onto
tries to
whatever will
win
keep
you
your
over, but the
miserable
truth is
lives
he's
afloat.
conniving on
This
it.
is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done
Wait.
talking.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid of him.
Oh my god, all these people
send
talking!
Everyone, listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting
We should
yourself.
vote.
Why not?
Democracy
What
here.
about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the
Maybe you
judge.
should just take that off. Just take
That
it
makes
off. You're
sense
free.
to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Can I take a moment to pause this, folks? There are 3 options here. So there's rip his head off, throw him down the well, or lock him up. I'm cheating so I can pause it. Let's see. If I rip his head off, it'll be justice for those who want it. If I throw him down the well, that's some justice. Like, literally, he'll not get out, hopefully, and I'm making this a long video. So, actually, and I actually will cut it off after I make this. So I'll make the next one, and hopefully it will be the last. If I lock him up, it will appease some people, but he won't be happy. I think it's best we lock him up. But I'm leaning towards throwing down the well. It's a split between lock him up or rip his head or throw him down the well. So I'll show you in the next video, guys. So